Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, March 21st, and I'm going to be filming this week in my daily planner, specifically because I am using some stickers. So this week, for my plan with me, the week that I'm filming this, I had used this Krissyanne Designs kit. And then I had also ordered her journaling stickers that go with that kit because I wanted to see how they worked in the daily. Now I have a set that I will be using for my project Stash Down in the month of April, but this is a different set that I'm just experimenting with this week. And since I did promise that the first week I was going to try and use this kind of stickers in my daily, that I would film it. So we're going to do that. Editing Cindy here. If you saw my recent video talking about my work planner, I actually have swapped over to the Makselife Daily for this quarter to see if that works. But that doesn't change that this was the first week that I attempted to use this journaling style of stickers in my daily. And while I am also doing the same thing in my Makselife, I didn't want to get rid of this footage because I thought that it was valuable to kind of see my thought process on it. Anyway, if you are interested in seeing a similar week in the life kind of planned with me with my Makselife Daily, let me know in the comments. Now back to the plan with me. Anyway, I need to get to work though. I got a lot to do. I am under a deadline today and I have a lot to wrap up. So one of the things that I got in this journaling sticker kit is this sheet that has date covers that are they're designed for the Makselife A5 daily. This is the Plum Paper daily, but I'm going to give them a shot in here. There is also this other sheet with plenty of date stickers, so I know I'm not going to use this all up this week, so we'll just see how this goes. But I'm just going to start with Monday. Is this going to cover the whole top, or am I going to have to white out? Let's find out. So look at that. There's a tiny little bit poking out, but you can't even tell unless you know that's what you're looking at. So hell yeah. Hunting down my tweezers. So is today what, the 21st? This is my work planner. For those of you that don't know, I tend to utilize this just for my work stuff, although I also will add in stuff that I want to take care of on my lunch. Now, I also normally plan out for work. The way my routine is kind of settled in is that I do my work planning on the evenings of the night before so that I kind of know what I'm walking into the next day. But I took this past weekend off and my lights and stuff weren't set up and I knew I wanted to film this. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it Monday morning. So the rest of the week will be the night before. That's way more than I need to like ramble at you about, I think. So let's see what we got here on this list for these headers. And I don't even know if this was part of the journaling kit or if this was just, I think this was part of the journaling kit. So we'll use this for like to do. And maybe we'll put it on top of one of these little, I'm just experimenting, y'all. Like I honestly have no idea. I didn't go into this thinking. The only thing I knew I was going to do was these headers. I do want to try out some of these like torn paper situations. I know I have stuff to do on my lunch today, so I don't want to accidentally block off any of this block. But I can, however, put this guy here. Whoops. So that looks really neat. And then just looking to see what all is in here. It's all mostly just decorative shit. Maybe we'll use a different one of these strips and I'll just write on it. I don't want to use these strips all over the place. So we'll just do like, okay, so this is focus, schedule, lunch, content. Now, to be fair, I don't always use all those categories. There are some days where I just use this as a to-do list, but I've got a lot going on, so I want to kind of keep an eye on that. So I'm going to start filling this in really quick. Got my schedule filled in for the day. It's an A day, so 1 drop-off, 1 pickup. I've got 2 calls, and I'm going to actually be on one of those calls while I'm giving Layla a walk. Jesse's coming back from his week off, and he's swamped today, so I'm on Layla. Oh, I should walk. I've also got a 12:30 or so, get the crock pot set up. And for this call, I'm also going to be walking Layla. So that's kind of my schedule for today. As for content, things that I'm making for my own personal stuff, I need to post an Instagram story for today's podcast. I think that's it. Because I'm under deadline, I need to do a bunch of editing today for that deadline. And so I don't think I'm going to have time for anything else. I know what else I have to do this week. I've got some podcasts to record. I've got some videos to film. I've got some sketches to do for another upcoming project. But today is all about wrapping up today's deadline. So film daily, which is what I'm doing right now. For my daily list today, it's all the editing. It's for my Wild University major next month. And I gotta get that all uploaded. I'm going to film again this evening, like I said. I have a couple orders I need to get out today, my phone calls. And that's my list for the day for work. I'm not going to add anything else to it, mainly because I know that this is going to be plenty. And then I need to set the crock pot. Can I put a K in there? Yes, crock pot. And then Layla, this is not during lunch. I'm just going to put that. Layla number 1, Layla number 2 for this week. And then down here, I'll just write tomorrow for anything that pops up. And there's still a little space for that. And I have a little bit of room left. I know I'm not going to be doing anything else in the content section. So maybe it is a good time to add a flower. An additional flower to make it look like it's kind of coming out of this paper. But there we go. That's today. And I really like the stickers. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think it added too much extra time. I've only been filming for about 8 minutes. So that's about as much time as I spend in my daily, if that. Counting this talking and stuff, really not that much more. Oh, this is I keep it hiding in here. That's the one I'm going to use in April. Anyway, I am going to set this to the side and actually start doing some of this work before my phone call in 15 minutes and my walk with Layla. So I will catch you later this evening, I guess. All right, it's Tuesday and it's about 5 o'clock and it's time for me to start working on my to-do list. The only thing I hadn't done yet was this, and I just checked it off. But I got everything on my list done. The only thing I didn't do that I was in the middle of working on was giving Layla her second walk. But Jesse, I did take her for her first walk because he needed me to, but Jesse wound up doing it the second walk. And I just took the opportunity to get back to work because I had plenty to do today, but I feel very good about what I got done. So now we got the strip in. I'm loving how these strips look. I have the bigger strips for the kit I'm going to be using in the month of April. Wherever that one is, I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? Over here. And it looks like a lot of these stickers, instead of being like cursive, are in typing, but like, so these strips are the ones, I think they're for the 7x9, so I'm gonna have to trim them down, but we'll worry about that in April because it's not April right now, obviously. All right, so tomorrow is going to be a busy day. I have some filming to do. I have some other things, so I think maybe what we'll use is we'll use this task list sticker right here to put right there. And maybe what I'll do is take this guy and just cover this top section up with it because why not? And maybe I'll put a flower or something down there since I didn't quite center that the way I had wanted to. I don't know what else I'm going to do with these gigantic circles. That's a little sort of out of my pay grade when it comes to fancy stickering. Task list. Hell yeah. Oh, well, maybe I'm talking some shit. Let's just use a circle. Maybe we'll use a solid circle and we'll put it kind of in the same spot. Solid circle. And then maybe a big giganto flower on the solid circle. And see, look at that. Now I used a circle. Aren't I fucking spectacular? I really want to use these arrows, but I'm not quite there yet. So maybe what I'm gonna do, I don't really have much of a schedule tomorrow when it comes to calls and everything. The only timed appointment I have are my comments for YouTube, which is gonna go on here. Kat has a doctor's appointment, that it's telehealth, and so I just have to make sure that they're on it and get them home from school if they make it to school. But I do have some top tasks, like some important things, and so maybe I'll use this important. I have 2 very important things I have to get sent off today, so maybe I'll use this guy right here for important and make my little list here of, I have 2 contracts. Contract number 1, contract number 2 that I need to get signed and off to the races tomorrow. So I'm going to put that under that important situation. And then under my tasks for work, I'm still going to put, am I going to put stuff for lunch? I don't know if I'm going to put stuff for lunch. Maybe I'll put stuff for lunch because the house cleaners are coming on Wednesday and I'm terrified of needing to get the house cleaned up for the house cleaners, if you know what I'm saying. And I do have some errands I need to run, so maybe that's the list I'll put right here is errands. I'm gonna use this guy. See if I can actually center it that time. Maybe I'll use another circle just to continue we'll use the yellow circle to continue the vibe here of these circles getting used. Errands. All right, and so the errands I know I need to run, I have to go to Walgreens to pick up meds for both me and my kid. There's another errand I have to run tomorrow, and I just brain farted on it. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, if I remember it, I'll come back to it. But in the meantime, that's when my lunchtime tomorrow is going to be running there. All right, as for my tasks for tomorrow, I'm going to film my bullet journal setup for April. That's on my list of things to do. And then I also need to film my quarterly personal goals. I'm going to be breaking that up into 2 videos. I'm going to be doing a video on my personal stuff and a video on my work stuff. The HB90 things I'm going to be doing next week. So I'm not doing them yet. I'm going to get that all set next week. And so by the time you see this, those videos should all be up at this point. But yeah, so film quarterly goals personal is part of my job for tomorrow. Oh shit, I have Patreon Live tomorrow. Huh, I didn't even put that in my planner. I need to make sure to put that in my planner. Huh. So I'll just put that over here as well, because that is important. But I'll put over here contracts, so both of them. I have some revisions to something that I need to do. Prep my live, film daily, which is what we're doing right now. And I'm gonna look at my Kanban board really quick, because I think there might be some other things I'm forgetting. And what I really need to do, if I can, is prep my podcast tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Just the filming of these 2 is gonna take up the majority of my day. So maybe what I'll do is for tomorrow, we'll put, so the next day, so technically not tomorrow, but the next day, prep podcasts, because I want to record them. Maybe what I'll wind up doing is tomorrow I will film. Tomorrow I'm going to film. Then Wednesday I'll do all of the prepping of my podcasts and the editing of those videos, because neither of those are going to require like quiet. When I'm recording, I'm gonna need quiet, but the cleaners are gonna be here in the second half of that, like in the afternoon, so I'm gonna still be working, and I don't want to put myself in the position to be recording podcasts while there's a bunch of movement going on, so I'll save that for Thursday. So these 2 guys will go on to Thursdays or Wednesday's to-do list, so that Thursday I can record all the podcasts and the videos will already be done. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. Currently, I don't have any open orders. If I do, I will add them to this. But in the meantime, I think that this is plenty of material for me to work with for tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do for this. Again, this was very brief, only like, 6 minutes or so worth of planning. I'm trying to really think about how long it is taking me to utilize the stickers, purely because like, if it's I love how this looks. This makes me so happy. And that doesn't mean that I'm gonna do this every week. But when I do want to do this, I just want to know that like it's not sucking up valuable extra time by throwing the stickers down. Honestly, it doesn't add more than this, thus far at least, doesn't add more than maybe a minute and a half to my shit. So, all right. So it's Tuesday evening, about 5:40, and I have gotten through everything on my list today, and except for filming this daily, which I will check off now. I did not go to Walgreens. I'm waiting for a second prescription, so I'm going to go tomorrow. All of these things will add to tomorrow or potentially Thursday. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to switch over to the next page. So for Wednesday, I swear it's like I've got like today I had put in my list of stuff. I was like, okay, I could add more, but I think this will be enough. And I wound up having to keep Layla down here for a while today. So that is kind of sucked up some of my day. And that's totally fine with me. I'm going to put this big corner piece down here, I think. I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to take this one and just put it here across this with a today sticker. Yeah. That looks good. Okay, let's just put some shit in here before I get any more decorative with it, because I'm feeling the extreme stickering about to happen. So tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm just going to put inbox and DMs for 2 right here. And then on this list for tomorrow, I'm going to be doing like editing because I've got the cleaners coming for the first time tomorrow. And so I want to not be doing anything that's going to require like quiet. So I want to edit the 2 videos that I filmed already today. And then I want to plan out my upcoming podcast that I need to record. And then I need to create the download for my April newsletter. Film daily. I could start my sketches tomorrow for the big project I just signed a contract for. But I think I want to just leave it at this for right now because I think this is going to be plenty of work and I can always add more onto it if I need to. Was there anything else I had on my list? Edit pods, prep pods, edit videos, and then go to Walgreens. I'm not going to put that on here because I don't know if I'm doing that yet. But one thing I do want to do is just to make a note over maybe like a important note. So maybe I'll use this just as a note that the cleaners are arriving between 1 and 2 p.m. I don't think I'm going to forget that they're going to be here tomorrow, but I might not so much forget, but like space. I'm going to get one of these little arrows here. I'm going to use this Let's Do This sticker because I am so nervous about this for various reasons. As for a schedule, I have really nothing I need to put on the schedule for tomorrow, mostly just because aside from getting blood work done after I drop off, I'm going to just be working all day. So I don't really need a schedule yet. So I might just leave this blank. And maybe I'll put a sticker on it at the end of the day. Or maybe I'll just put a sticker on it now. Why not? Why the fuck not? That might be a bit much. But whatever. We're just going to leave it for now. This is a week of experimentation. Anyway, now I'm going to bounce from this and go start making dinner. So thank you for hanging out. I'm going to tell you thank you. I'm still not done yet. I've still got another day of this to film. 2 days. Whatever. Yesterday did not go as planned. Well, I mean, it did, but sort of. So Layla wound up being extremely rattled from the wind and was too needy for Jess to be able to work. So I had to go work in the living room with her with my iPad. So I was able to get the podcast planned, but I wasn't able to edit my videos. And then when I got home after dropping RJ off, the cleaners were here for quite a bit because they were doing a deep clean. And I don't know if you could hear Lou in the background. And so RJ, Jesse, Lucy, and Layla and I all kind of hid out in Jesse's office, and then Kat joined us, and we were all in there while they were cleaning and just chatting. So it was really nice to have like a family afternoon, but I did not get my 2 videos edited, which is a bummer. But we will just move on and see how today is going to go. Hi, Lou. I do like the way this washi strip looked yesterday. I think I'm going to do that again. So video going live today, and you will have already seen it if you are subscribed, but if not, I'm going to link it double as my Project Stash Down video, and I am extremely excited about it. So I'll be on for comments for that while that's going on, but I also have a phone call at 11. I have as you can see, a very full schedule today. So I don't know how much I'm actually, now that I've written it out, like, oh shit. So I do want to get my videos edited. So it's either get my videos edited or get my podcasts recorded is basically what I have time for today. And I think I'm going to go for videos mainly because one of my podcasts is going to require some time. I don't have that much time to spend today. So I think I'll focus on the videos today. And maybe what I can do this is all I might have time for today. So maybe I won't put anything else on here. If I decide I want to fit more in, maybe what I'll do is either record a couple of the podcasts that aren't going to require as much time or do my scheduling for next week so that tomorrow I could just spend my half day recording podcasts. But I think that rather than overschedule and not finish everything, I'm just going to put this much here and see if I can actually get this done. I'm just going to throw some decorative pieces on here to suck up some of this room. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough for today. This is kind of a little quick for today, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, I gotta put film daily because I want to try and get that done tonight, not tomorrow morning if possible. Although Kat has an appointment at 4 and it's one that I have to take them to, so I may not have time, but we shall see. Anyway, I guess we shall see for you in just a second. All right, it's Friday. It's actually Friday morning. I didn't wind up doing a lot of work yesterday either, as you can see, because I wound up, I had a doctor's appointment, which when I was originally planning my week out did not exist. It actually came out to be a wait list situation. I did my call though. I did my doctor's appointment. I took Kat to their doctor's appointment. I answered a lot of comments. Very excited about Project Stash Down, by the way. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link it if I haven't talked about it yet. Did not do any editing, and I still have all my podcasts to record. So we're going to work on today's spread here, and then I'm going to get to work. It's actually already a little part of the afternoon. I did a little bit of work this morning that I'll put on here. But I wound up going to have lunch with RJ, and I got a very late start this morning after taking him to school because I was feeling so shitty that I'm just having a little bit of a rough time. I got very manhandled at my doctor's appointment, which is not something that surprises me. Like, it happens at almost every kidney doctor appointment where he has to, like, feel my kidneys, but it makes me very nauseated and really unwell feeling, so that kind of took out any wish I had to really like get super productive. So instead, I handled my personal life stuff, including taking Kat to their doctor's appointment, and I wound up decorating my front porch for spring. It looks a little cheesy, but whatever. I did it. That was a goal for me. And now I can say I did that. So yay. I guess I'm just going to put focus. I kind of want to go. I know she sells like scripts of this font that you can get your own stuff. I might get some for this planner. That would be fun. Anyway, so inbox for today. The other thing I need to do is schedule next week. And I'll make that list here. Actually use one of these next week stickers because that would be rad. I wonder how this will fit on one of these this guy here. It's too long. Maybe what we'll do, take this arrow, because I'm determined to use up some of these stickers. Now, for Project Stash Down, I need to kind of cut this, I think. Let me cut this. Where's my scissors? Where's my skizzers? It's a little longer than I want. What I want is to go, I want it to go to about yay, to about here. So we'll cut it right about here. See, look at that. I want to use as many stickers as I can up because I want to. I want to use as many stickers as I can up when I do Project Stash Down. My goal is to use the whole kit I don't like that. Nope. There we go. That's better. Next week. Okay. I want to use as many as I can up for the kit that I'm using for Project Stash Down. With this, I don't know. I could save the rest, but like I'm trying to kind of see how it works now that I know I'm going into it. This looks very wonky. I don't care. Whatever. Okay, so for next week, let's see here. Let me pull up my project manager and figure out what all needs to be scheduled for next week. So I think I'm going to leave my podcast recording for next week. So I normally do a sneak peek for my patrons, and I'm going to still do that, but I'm not going to schedule that today because it's not done yet, and you need the audio file to be able to do that. But I do have all my other shit, so it's basically all the usual. I do a post every Sunday reminding people to every Sunday I go live, reminding people to check it out that day, and so I schedule that ahead of time. So a lot of these things I'm scheduling not because I'm trying to be super efficient or whatever. I get a little stressed when I schedule things out ahead of time and they aren't necessarily updated when the day actually comes, so I do try to check back in. But the biggest reason I schedule most of these is so I don't forget. I'm very absent-minded, and there have been plenty of times that I have missed things. My patrons who participate in my Hangouts know this, because just recently I thought I had posted about my Hangout, and then I did it, and they were like, dude, it's time. Where's the link? Anyway, point being. So the post for the live already have happened. All of this will have already have happened because this video is not going up for a couple weeks. But so the live post, my Patreon live, getting that post for Patreon all good to go. I tend to give my patrons a bonus printable download on months when there is a day. I tend to give, so the way my Patreon has been working is that I have stuff going up on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays on a regular basis, right? And some of those things are very set. Lives are always on Tuesdays at different times. The weekly updates are always on Mondays. The podcast sneak peeks are always on Fridays. And then Sundays are my Hangouts, right? Thursday is the wildcard day. That's the day when things like the bullet journal poll go up, things like the new calendar for the next month or the sneak peek of my challenges. Every once in a while, there's a Thursday where one of these regular things doesn't get slotted in there because there's an extra Thursday in the month. or I don't do a live stream because I'm taking a break from a live that week, or I'm out of town. And I usually will do a bonus something for them. And so I have something for this for the end of March. And all of that to say, I have something like this for the end of March that needs to get scheduled. My Hangout post for next week, the weekly update, and then I have challenges. The challenges for April need to get scheduled on Instagram and on my website. So all of that, it needs to be done today. And then, so I'm just going to I have it here. I'm going to put it here as well. Checking things off makes me happy. And then I need to edit those same videos. I need to pull the footage for this video off of my camera and break down my office, just because I'm going to have some stuff I want to do this weekend. And I still am going to be going live, so I'll need to reset everything up. But having this stuff in the way is kind of a pain in my ass. That's about it, though, I think, for right now. It's only half a day left till I pick up RJ, and this editing is going to take up the bulk of it. But the podcasting I'm not going to start doing until next week, I don't think. Just because, like I said, all of the ones I'm doing, none of them are like super fluffy, easy to figure out podcasts. That in and of itself is going to take some time. And then on top of that, I'm going to grab another gigantic sticker here, and maybe another. Oh, that's really big. Ooh, no. I'll take this box here. Let's put this little blob here and put family time, because that's happening tonight. I just want to get all of this done today and then be done with work until Sunday. I will have to spend some time tomorrow on Saturday pulling tax stuff together. We've decided instead of doing them ourselves, we're going to go to a professional. So I just have to pull everything together. I'm very fucking stressed out about it. So we'll talk more about that in an upcoming video, I suppose. Let me give you a quick, at the end, now that I'm done with this, I'm not going to be showing this on Sunday because I do work on Sundays, but it's a different kind of low-key work day, and I don't really want to film it, but I will show you what I've used up. So this is over the course of a week, putting stickers on every single day with my journaling sticker set from Krissyanne Designs, as well as the addition of that Makselife daily A5 daily sheet. So here's the A5 daily sheet. Here is this box sheet. I used all the big strips. I don't know what I'm going to do with these little strips. I mean, I might use them too, but like the bigger pieces I've just been using to fill the bottom in, and now I've got these small remnants. But as this sheet shows you, I still have plenty of date covers to continue to use this sheet and use this kit in my daily, so it's not like I'm done with it yet. I've got all of these left. Ton of these left. I didn't find a lot of use for them. I think the next time, well, I already have a couple of kits more with this, but like this sheet, I feel like to me might have been the least used, not counting that date cover sheet, of the whole set. These guys, I used all of the long strips. Again, it's the smaller pieces. Circles, I couldn't believe I actually used some of those. And I used up a shit ton of the bigger flowers. So I have made a fairly decent dent in this, which gives me hope, especially considering that the set that I'm going to be using in April is on the smaller pages, so it's less stickers. So I have high hopes that if this is what these sheets look like after a week, that an entire month of using them, if I don't get totally sick of them, will actually run me out. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Is this kind of decorative stickering your style, or are you a more functional sticker, or you do not sticker at all? I know there's a bunch of you who don't sticker at all in my audience. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, friends, peace.